Yeah. Should be my jumping that way. All right, LSD and 10 LSD gang.
Gang.
This is top ring. Remember, if you want us to be top rope, you gotta go bully the people who got our name.
Right, they gonna mess up my name. I came up with the first one.
But it's all right. Top ring talk, TRT. We'll just call ourselves TRT. Fuck it. TRT, whatever. I'm Yaz the Character.
I'm TRT Verko.
Hey, TRT Verko. Yeah, we call ourselves TRT. And today's episode, we're going through general managers, correct?
Yes.
Going through authorities.
Correct.
Through Raw and SmackDown. And we're going to maybe get to a list at the end. But if we don't, we're definitely going through a few eras real quick that we say are worst and best. I know off the top of your head, do you want to start off with a one of your favorites or or one of your
one of my favorites, AJ Lee. I mean, really that though.
When did AJ Lee? She ran Raw, right?
Yeah, when she was being a thought.
Oh man, why you talk about the homie like that?
She was still my girl.
All right,
I was just disappointed.
AJ Lee, July 23rd, 2012 through October 22nd, 2012. Now, she was the general manager. And then, so was she a general manager first and then she started wrestling, or was she already a wrestler? Then she started.
She was a wrestler first.
Okay. Right before her, Eve Torres was the executive administrator.
I don't remember that.
Me either, but that's crazy because it was like right before it. Brad Maddox. So it goes from Vicky Guerrero to Brad Maddox. So that whole little era, the Authority ended up coming in after Brad Maddox. Vicky came in after the Authority, and then the Authority came back in. Daniel Bryan was there. Then they had the Anonymous Raw General Manager. Let's dig into the Anonymous Raw General Manager. That's in 2014. That's really? Not the same. Oh, no. I'm saying, yeah, but that's not the same as when they had the other Anonymous General Manager.
No.
And they had Michael Cole talking for that General Manager. Just say Michael Cole was the General Manager. Can we really dig into that for a second? Michael Cole was the General Manager, right?
He wasn't.
Bruh, it would literally be shit that's happening right there in front of him, and then he'll be like, we got a message from the general manager. Really? Some shit that's happening right now?
Didn't they end up saying who it was, or they didn't?
No, that's when John Laurinaitis came in after that.
Ew.
Which you said is one of the worst times ever. So we might as well dig into that.
Might be my least favorite.
So let's go ahead and dig into Pause. Let's go ahead and dig into John Laurinaitis being the worst.
I ain't trying to dig into John Laurinaitis.
I said being the worst general manager era we had to see. His
voice.
Oh my God.
But hey, we really gonna talk about bad. What was Vicky Guerrero a manager?
She was a general manager for Raw and SmackDown before.
Her and John Laurinaitis is up there.
I'm gonna have to say that I love Vicky Guerrero personally.
Wait.
But
you trying to tell me that was not?
I love Vicky Guerrero personally, but in her era, as in when she ran it, she would have not her Raw era, but her SmackDown one. She was entertaining on SmackDown. She was still annoying though.
Yeah.
On Raw, I don't think I liked her era on Raw.
I think on Raw she was just annoying.
Yeah, it was just all annoying. And I think it's just because we was
going. Her mom used to be like, "Oh my God."
But I think it's because we was already going through the John Laurinaitis, because she came in during that time. That's when they was switching the general manager every 3 weeks. Oh my God, I hated that era. That whole era. That's when CM Punk was the champion, though, right?
And he saved the company.
That was the only thing, man. Let me see. Stephanie and Shane have both been Raw and SmackDown. Have they been Raw and SmackDown? Yeah, because one was running Raw, one was running SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the day, they
SmackDown.
In 2008, Shane ran Raw in 2008.
Well, I was talking about recently, but yeah.
No, I remember that too. But I was trying to go back to the past. Like I was trying to see who I remember. When do they? I'm trying to remember their eras. I'm trying to say, because honestly, when Shane and Stephanie were running Raw and SmackDown separately, that was kind of during our little reboot era.
Moving.
No, just in I'm talking about.
Wait, what?
They was going through reboot. Like they was.
Wait, what year you said?
Not when Vicky. I read Vicky's name. My bad, y'all. When Stephanie and Shane were both running Raw and SmackDown.
Oh yeah, like a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was in reboot mode.
Yeah.
Low key, like they was trying to figure out because they was doing Raw versus SmackDown, and and you know how they be. That's how you know when they going through reboot mode, when they separate the brands again. Or when we're already separated, then they bring us back again. It's like they do that to us like every 6 years sometimes.
Yeah.
Like oh shit, you know what? We're not really connected to the SmackDown people, and they can't come on our show. I think they only do that when they have enough talent.
To what? Like separated?
Yeah.
Now they have to. They have too many people.
If you think about it right now, currently, there's not too many people who are switching back and forth to both shows.
Right.
The only people that switch right now back and forth to both shows are obviously the women's tag team champions and the tag team champions for the men because
they got both.
They got both. And Roman really be on SmackDown. But every now and then
he'll be on SmackDown.
I mean, he don't need to. But he really on SmackDown. He'll pop up on Raw every now and then.
Yeah, sometimes Kevin Owens will be on both for some reason.
Oh my God, give me some, bro. Sometimes Kevin Owens will be on both for some reason. For some reason. Like, why is he... I love Kevin Owens, so Owens fight.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, why do Owens gotta fight again? I just seen you fight. Yeah, I'm gonna say right now, do we have right now our current general manager of both is Ball Guy, right?
Yeah, but he hasn't been on TV that much recently.
And and if you think about it, they was never really, they pick and choose when to put them on TV.
Right. Because they don't really got personality like that.
They don't have any. Is that the on-air personality that they meant? Who knows?
I don't know.
But yeah, they don't. I feel like the last good era of a general manager was, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Y'all ready? What you gonna say? Because I was gonna say Eric
Bischoff and Teddy Long.
Eric Bischoff and Teddy Long.
And I wasn't even watching wrestling.
But I had to go back and watch some of that shit just because I was watching it, but I didn't understand that shit really.
At the time, when you look back, you're like, oh.
Because I was little and you was little. But so
Teddy Long for sure, he might be the GOAT.
Teddy Long was probably the best. Well, first of all, that's how you know Raw really was going through some shit at that time. Because it didn't matter. During that one era, even when Teddy Long and Eric Bischoff was coming on, my bad, damn phone.
Yeah, what's that?
My phone.
Somebody just snatched it.
Because you grab it. It's in case somebody snatch it. And so that's you. Eric Bischoff and Teddy Long are the best, like we were saying. But even when they were jumping in as general managers during that one era, they couldn't even save Raw. Like it's just sometimes it really do just come down to the writers, like you said.
What year are we talking?
Let me see if it's.
Are we talking like
2012? Like around that time. That's when.
Bischoff wasn't there no more.
But that's when Teddy had. He was a Raw general manager during that time.
Yeah, Teddy was probably doing both.
Yeah, that's during the John Laurinaitis time. That's when Teddy was there.
That's when John Cena was fucking.
Because Eric Bischoff, when he popped up on anything in the later eras, he wasn't really the general manager. He just popped in for like a couple of intern, and that's why I was like, it never. That's why I said it didn't matter then, because the era was so in the mixy of figuring out shit. It wouldn't really matter who was there. Because remember, they had Mick Foley come back and do stuff later on during that little mixy era.
Yeah.
So for me, that whole little era didn't matter. It's just everybody during that era was fucked up. That little 2012 to 14 rebuild stage, like y'all know the era we talking about. Right? Is that right before the women's evolution?
Yeah.
Yeah, right before the women's evolution. Let me see who else.
Kurt Angle was a good one.
Kurt Angle was a good one. That was during the new Raws, right? Yes, I agree. Okay, so besides the GOAT era of general managers, which will be the 90s, early 2000s, that's the GOAT era of general managers in general, right? Like,
I say 2000s. Who was the 90s general manager?
You right. There was no general manager in the 90s. It was just Vince owned everything.
Yeah, it was Vince, I believe.
Okay, so I think you're right. Because let me see. Because look, before we get to 2003, it just says owners. They had some owners, right?
Yeah.
And then they had commissioners.
Yeah.
So William Regal was a commissioner. Shawn Michaels was a commissioner. You remember those eras? Those was a little bit before our time, but that's during that 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, like 98,
I would say probably
97.
02, 03 from like
Sergeant Slaughter was a commissioner. But no, you're right for general managers. General managers started in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
But the authority figure type thing started in like the late 90s.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I definitely would say the worst era, we already went through it. We're going to say that John Laurinaitis, because we're not even going to get into the commissioners and all that, because we talking about general managers.
Yeah,
so disclaimer, that way y'all know. We just talking about the general managers, which starts around roughly the early 2000s. The GOAT era is that early 2000s. It ain't been the same since. The closest we got back to that would be Teddy probably coming back to SmackDown, not Raw, and Kurt Angle, like you said, going to Raw, being the general manager. Remember when shout out to Jason Jordan,
his son.
Yeah, Jason Jordan's Kurt Angle's son. Yeah. Besides that drama. But other than that,
John Laurinaitis is just boring to me, and then Vicky Guerrero is just too loud.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and agree that was the worst.
Excuse me.
Yeah, see, I didn't even like him doing it. I was like, it's better than her.
I said.
Oh, my God. Now,
That should be. Yeah, she's tripping.
But we're going to video anyway because it's 12 minutes. So we said we was going to do 12-minute videos today. Gang, triple 12, hey.
Triple 12.
I don't know.
12 minus 6 is 6. 3 6s.
Now we have 13 minutes. I am Yaz the Character.
I am LMC.
Who is this nigga?
Who is that nigga? Go ahead. And what'd you?
TRT Verko.
TRT Verko. And this is a Top Ring Talk.
I like that one.
Where we talk about people off the top rope.
I like
there
that.
We go. We're gonna get it. Like I said, we're gonna get into some AEW talk and more wrestling. And
I'm joking.
I went up
Yeah,
on
we
too.
ain't on
Yeah,
that, dog.
We gonna get into the battles for real. Y'all ain't even ready.
AEW is better.
But we're gonna get into all the wrestling. We out of here. Like, subscribe, comment, scan the QR code. And,
Merge, dog.
you know what I'm saying? Gang.